So welcome everyone. We're going to do the reception, receptor, and the act of receiving is reception. And when we do the reception part, we are increasing awareness. The sensations are coming in. Now, today we'll deal with the sensation, not of the five senses that we talk about. The five senses are already seeing, listening, tasting, touching, smelling. These are the superficial sensations. These are the area here. But touching goes the next step goes beyond that. It's called position sense. These senses are in the back, in the position sense and movement sense. This is an additional sense that we are given, the position and the movement. So when we receive the information about position, let's just stand simply on the floor. And now the position sense is developed by thinking about how much of surface of the foot is in contact with the floor. Check that. Check the points. Now there are so many points. There's a heel point, and it's like a tripod, 3 points. One is the heel, the base of the first toe, base of the fifth toe. These are the 3 points. It's called a tripod. So feel the tripod. Feel whether you can feel these 3 points. Awareness of the 3 points. And now this is important because people who develop any kind of nerve situations and balance issues, stuff like that, we need to retrain to figure it out exactly what's happening. Can you feel that? When you don't feel it, move forward a little bit and see if you can feel the 2 points, the base of the first toe and the base of the fifth toe. If you can feel that, and go back a little bit slowly. Lift up the front of the foot. Actually, the way you do that is lift up so that the first toe is lifted up, the fifth toe and the heel is down. And then go forward. Put the front of the first toe back. Lift up the heel and lift up the fifth. Like that. Like that. And you go forward. You're on the base of the first toe. The fifth toe is almost out. The heel is also up. So you're doing this particular thing. My hand is showing you what the feet are doing. So this understanding about where you are touching, how much you're touching, how much pressure you're having is very important because that reception helps you in a lot of ways in balancing, in finding out if there's an object, you're stepping on an object, particularly when you walk on a street or something like that. Even if you have shoes, many times you can walk on an uneven surface. And what happens is you recognize that, so you won't injure yourself. See, these receptors practices help you in protecting yourself later on. So let's do this again one more time, just back and forth, going back and forth. Okay, so having done that, we will proceed to the next practice, which we've done before, but I want us to experience that, is the total balance practice. This is just a sensory part of the joint and the movement. Now, we'll do a lot more of this as we go along with how to think about this. Okay, so now what we will do is we'll walk with the heel to toe. We have done that before. Let me see if I can share it with you a little bit better. Heel to toe. Lift up one leg, keep it up like this, and heel comes to the front of the toe. You may bend the knee a little bit. If you need to balance, you may have the arms out. Rise up a little bit more. Stay balanced, heel to toe. You may bend the knee a little bit. Lift up a little bit. Right angles if you can. Heel to toe. Keep moving forward. Heel to toe. Here is where the receptorship of position sense, the balance sense is all combined. Everything, the feel. Now, the 3 points that I talked about, in the heel, in the foot, all 3 points are touching at this point. Everything is off. The heel comes first. 2 other points come next. Balance get transferred. Come up. Heel, the 3 points. Now, some people have flat feet. It can be a little bit an issue because it's not an arch. But they also can feel all 3 points. Keep walking forward. See how that works. Now go backwards. Again, 3 points have to be touching. The entire surface of the foot needs to be on the floor so that you can balance yourself well. Lock your knee if you need to and move back. Now, why is this practice very important? We'll do that in a little bit more continuous fashion, so you'll realize why this is. It's because the 3 points that we talked about in the foot, they touch, they form the contact. The entire surface is what is the weight-bearing area. Then the ankle gets almost like a solid area. Then later on, the leg also becomes like a tight tunnel. This thigh becomes a tunnel. And the back, also back and the hip, everything gets solid, like a pole inside a pole in the ground, for example. So let's practice this for 1 exact minute. Heel to toe walking forward. Doing it slower. This is almost half a minute. So I'm going to go back. Five seconds left. And come back. So this practice, we've been receiving the joint and the position sense from the feet to the ankle, to the legs, to the thighs, the buttocks, the back, all the way up here. And the cerebellum, the back balancing brain, recognizes this and helps us balance. So, reception of the position and joint sense, reception from the receptors. These receptors, they work, and then we are the receptors of this particular activity.